Hello and a warm welcome. Hello and a warm welcome to Federal Special Program Capital Beat. BJP leader Devendra Fadnavis today has taken oath as the Chief Minister of Maharashtra. It was a blockbuster event in Mumbai where Prime Minister Modi attended the entire ceremony at Azad Maidan, and Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar were sworn in as the Deputy Chief Ministers of Maharashtra. In fact, till the last moment, nobody knew that Shinde will at all he join the cabinet or not. But the suspense is over. Finally, it seems that the Mahayuti government is in place or looks like in place. But the big question, how stable is this Mahayuti government going to be? What are the challenges ahead of Devendra Fadnavis? And what is going to be the political posturing of Ajit Pawar and Eknath Shinde, given all the baggage they bring with themselves of whatever has happened since 2022? So, joining me now is Girish Joshi, political commentator and senior journalist. Thank you so much for joining. We have Vivek Deshpande, senior journalist and political commentator, with us. Thank you so much. And Pushparaj Deshpande, who's the author of the Bharat Jodo Yatra, the book called Bharat Jodo Yatra. Thank you so much. And he works closely with the India Alliance as well. Uh, I'll begin with you, Vivek. That the swearing in has just got over a short while back, and Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar have also sworn in as the Deputy Chief Minister. Now, the first question, of course, is that till the last moment, Shinde kept many people in waiting. It's just about, I think, 2 hours or 3 hours back that the whole thing got crystallized that Eknath Shinde will be part of the cabinet. But what happened? Any idea what happened till afternoon? What was really happening?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Nilu, obviously, I mean, nobody knows exactly what happened during the day and during the last few days. But of course, there was some haggling going on for the post of uh, home minister, if not for the post of chief minister, because Eknath Shinde is not foolish to feel that that he can get to the chief minister's post once again, because with the BJP winning 132 seats and Devendra Fadnavis clearly coming out as indisputable leader of the BJP and the whole of Mahayuti alliance, the CM's post was definitely going to him. I mean, and Eknath Shinde was seized of that reality. So all that he was perhaps bargaining for was the post of, I mean, the some portfolios, including the home ministry, maybe housing, and some other key portfolios for his party, for his Shiv Sena. And home ministry is one ministry which the chief minister of any state would love to keep with himself, because it's a very important ministry. It keeps tabs on so many happenings beneath the surface, and that's why the chief minister would always like to hold on to the home ministry. Now, it was a given that the BJP was not going to give chief minister's post to Eknath Shinde, but Shinde was insisting that he wanted to get the home ministry, and he was citing the Bihar formula, the previous government's formula for that, when as deputy chief minister Devendra Fadnavis was handling the home ministry. So there was some logic in what Shinde was demanding, but with you becoming actually inconsequential in the scheme of things currently, that bargaining power actually doesn't matter much, because the BJP is virtually on its own coming tantalizingly close to that figure of 145. They already have 132, and they can always get those remaining seats at any point of time in future. And there would be many people waiting in the opposition at the beck and call of the BJP to join the government. So Shinde always knew that he had lost his bargaining power, and yet it was his duty to kind of insist for some good portfolios for his party that he did, and that was one of the reasons why there was so much of delay after the election results were announced. But the delay was also on account of something else which was happening within the BJP. That is my understanding, and that delay was because I think there was some dissension within the BJP, particularly at the top echelons of the BJP in Delhi, over the chief minister going to Devendra Fadnavis, because Fadnavis has come out as a very strong contender for future leadership of the BJP. And when I talk to some RSS people in Nagpur, I get the sense that the RSS is now preparing Devendra Fadnavis as the prime ministerial candidate for 2029. He is young, he is very dynamic, he has proved his political mettle, he has proved his administrative mettle, he is he's very good orator. So he has all the qualities that a future prime minister of India needs, and that's why the RSS is now grooming Devendra Fadnavis as the future prime minister candidate, and that
Right.
is one thing. That is one thing which has irked possibly many at the top BJP. In the top echelons of the BJP, much the same way as it happened when Gadkari was made the BJP president. So
Right.
that was also one of the reasons why this delay happened. Otherwise, how do you explain the legislature party meeting not being held? I mean, they could have at least
Absolutely.
held the legislature party meeting and selected
But
Devendra
what you
Fadnavis as
said,
the leader.
uh,
So
uh,
the two reasons for these delays are: one is Shinde wanted some ministries, and the other is the consensus that was failing to emerge on the name of Devendra Fadnavis, at least with some quarters from the BJP top echelons not being on the same page as the RSS. Nilu.
all right. But, where you mentioned that Devendra Fadnavis could be the probable prime ministerial candidate of the BJP, and even RSS is interested in propping him up. Girish, I'm really wondering as to, the next 5 years in Maharashtra politics, are they going to be very turbulent within the BJP environs? Because I'm just wondering what Amit Shah is going to do, because Amit Shah also harbors ambitions of becoming the prime minister, maybe after Modi. So what happens to that then, Girish? You'll have to unmute yourself. Yeah.
Nilu, for many years now, we have understood that these BJP guys have put into a habit of giving surprises. There cannot be anything, but they would just make all drama out of it and say all these things. We were busy. Lot many things have happened behind this ceremony that is gone unnoticed. So this is what they are doing now. What Eknath Shinde, and with their impression that BJP is having 133 seats, but if you see the mathematics, it is not so easy. If these both of these guys worked out any day, it's going to create a trouble. That is sure. Then that doesn't make any difference. Eknath Shinde, you cannot just discard him like this. Maratha face, again, your impression of BJP being a Brahman party has been established. So these all things, now opposition has to go and put before the people. And RSS, it's always a drama. You cannot believe them anything what they say. An organization which is not registered spends crores of rupees, and opposition doesn't have courage to go to court and say. So if opposition is not going to retaliate, today many things have happened. Sandeep Patra in press conference has called LOP as Gaddar. Is there any reaction from Congress? Nishikant Dubey, in spite of not allowing to speak, he has given narrative, asked 20 questions. That these people are all men of Soros. Soros is paying them to derail the BJP government. These big allegations, and we are just talking of these things, Congress should immediately come out and file a case against them. Modi sab chor hai, and you can take away somebody's MP-ship. What happens now? So this is the thing where BJP is very successful. We always come and sit and discuss, which is not it's all hypothetical. Everything is hypothetical. All creating dramas, and if Eknath not suddenly, if the program was not so set, how did the visiting card suddenly comes 2 hours before? So this party is so unorganized that they just print the visiting card 2 hours before the ceremony. These are all things behind the curtain which we have to see, because they always put the media on a track where we go and discuss, and they're happy. What is happening behind the scene, nobody knows. So we forgot what happened where Rahul Gandhi went, what happened there, they did not allow him. So all those subjects cannot be discussed.
Right.
I just, feel very bad when we just walk into their narrative. We should always discuss first point this, then what is happening behind the scene. Let the people know, because now the people who don't follow Godi media expect too much out of us, that we will really narrate the things that what they have not been shown. So fine. Now Eknath Shinde, it's that difficult. If you see the calculation, even they are 135 if they want today. If they walk out, things can be clear. And the biggest surprise, if they are ready to give, I can give you one more surprise that silently sitting of Sharad Pawar can be very, very dangerous. Mind it. Take it from me. Sharad
Okay,
Pawar
so
not retaliating to anything, not speaking. He will not remain silent, and he has already said, "This is my last election." Something will
okay,
definitely come up. You can never remain so confident. Yeah.
right. So you're saying that a silent Sharad Pawar could be a big threat to the Mahayuti government? Are you saying that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, but let's talk about Eknath Shinde and the kind of treatment which has been meted out to Shinde. Pushpraj, I'll come to you on that. What do you think are the challenges now for Eknath Shinde, or can he mount a big challenge for the Fadnavis or the Mahayuti government now in Maharashtra?
Niluji, good evening to you, my fellow panelists, and our viewers. See, you know, the cycle comes around. That's what I can say with Eknath Shinde. He was prodded, encouraged to break the Shiv Sena. Shiv Sena had a certain set of complaints at that time about how the BJP is treating the Shiv Sena, how it's being stepmotherly treatment, so on and so forth. Now the cycle has come it's come full circle now. The same thing that the BJP did with Uddhav Thackeray ji and others, they are now doing with Shinde. And this is something that has happened in every state where the BJP has allied with someone. It allied with the AIDMK, it allied with the JDU, it allied with the Shiromani Akali Dal, it allied with informally the YSRCP. Every party that the Shiv Sena, of course, every party that the BJP has allied with, it breaks, it undermines, emasculates, and then swallows up. That is the first thing. So, in a sense, I would think that what is happening today is very typical of the BJP. This is BJP's silent Operation Lotus that it's always doing with its allies. That's the first thing. The second thing, if you think about it, many of the BJP's candidates, official candidate, office bearers, for example, Shaina NC, were asked to contest from other parties. Of course, she lost, but there are many other cases who have contested from the Eknath Shinde faction or the Sharad Pawar faction. What is stopping the BJP from just asking them to rejoin if they feel that their numbers are shaky? They can obviously engineer mini splits within both the Shinde faction and the Ajit Pawar factions and become a larger party, become stable on their own, thus completely delegitimizing these two regional parties. That's something that could very well happen. I foresee that will happen after March 2025. Why March 2025? Because that is when we are going to post, Maharashtra is going to post for 27 municipal corporations over around 28,000 panchayats, some 364 nagar nigams and so on and so forth. Collectively, their budget is over 10 lakh crores. Immediately after that, at the same time, you also have the BBMC, which is also separately around 5-6 lakh crores. So now the fact of the matter is, if BJP wants to become hegemonic in Maharashtra, and the national politics here is Maharashtra, Gujarat, and Madhya Pradesh collectively will become the saffron epicenter for BJP. If they want to do this, make Maharashtra like Gujarat, where they're for 30 years, 25, 30 years, they only have the BJP governments in place, then they have to win this local body elections. For that, they need a Maratha face, which Shinde and Ajit Pawar represent. Ajit Pawar's presence is limited to Western Maharashtra and a little bit Marathwada. They are going to need someone outside these two regions, which is why Shinde is relevant. Shinde is relevant to them till March 2025. The day that is over, the day his utility is over, they're going to consign him to the dustbin of history. Once that happens, the BJP will become unstoppable culturally, financially, and electorally in Maharashtra. And that is something that we need to all collectively think about. Now, the fault lines that are existing here with the Shinde faction, with the BJP, with the Ajit Pawar, are going to be exploited to the hilt. And which is why many of us are in a very, of course, we are shocked and disappointed because maybe the EVMs have been rigged, maybe there is a mismatch between voting and the votes polled and counted, n number of reasons. But we genuinely felt that anti-incumbency was on, there was heavy anti-incumbency, that the mood was in our favor. Given that, it would be very difficult for us. We are in a sort of a weird, surreal
Right.
sort of place, because many of us enter politics. I was here on the ground for the last 5 years. We enter politics because we are hoping that we do something good, meaningful for our people. That you know we develop our region, our state for a better. And Maharashtra has a lot going on. It could go even further. The point is, now what is happening is that the Shinde and the Ajit Pawar factions, because they know that the BJP, they have a very limited shelf life with the BJP, they are going to extract their pound of flesh from the BJP. What does that mean? That really means big contracts, rent seeking on an unprecedented level. Just to give you an example, the Pune Ring Road, Vivek ji and Girish ji will know about this. The Pune Ring Road's original budget was 12,000 crores. Magically, it has increased to 22,000 crores. Why do you think that has happened? They are basically just milking Maharashtra for their own benefit, for their own vested interest. This is my problem. My problem is knowing the political situation, knowing the difficulties. Two big allies of the BJP are going to milk Maharashtra for what it's worth. Who
No, but which
suffers? It is
one
not the
thing,
people.
just sorry to interrupt you, but amidst all this, people are also asking that, is Maharashtra Vikas Agadi actually facing an existential crisis now after this huge mandate which BJP has got, and finally Mahayuti government is in place? So what happens to Maharashtra Vikas Agadi, and do all the parties go back to the drawing board just to think? I mean, just to recalibrate their strategy as to what has really gone wrong. Of course, one can blame the EVMs, one can call it rigging, one can call it about the electoral malpractices, but what about the the inherent contradictions within the parties of the Maharashtra Vikas Agadi?
That's a perfectly legitimate question. I am still not discounting the fact that the ECI and the state apparatus was misused. I'm also not discounting the fact that there could be some discrepancy in the votes polled and the votes counted, which is why the numbers went up. And these are very serious allegations that put the entire electoral process into question, which has larger implications, normative implications for the nation. I'm not discounting any of that. Having said that, I also feel that we also need to course correct. We need to introspect as to where we went wrong. In fact, I've written an article in the Wire regarding this just a couple of days ago, and I very categorically say that the Mahavikas Aghadi campaign got many things wrong, and we cannot continue to be analog players in a digital world. We need to beat the BJP. The mood was in our favor. There was heavy anti-incumbency. There are glaring socio-economic and political issues that are afflicting the people. And Maharashtra happens to be the state where where the values of Shivraya, Shahu, Phule, Ambedkar are very prevalent. So, in a sense, there is an inherent progressiveness embedded in the state. Despite all these factors, if we were not able to capitalize on that, there is something very wrong. And we really need to. We can't keep saying that we can't keep passing the buck. And the reason I mentioned the local body elections, the local urban and rural body elections, is because if we get this wrong this time, if we do not win at least 50% of the 27 municipal corporations and 50% of the 28,000 odd Nagar Panchayats, the Panchayats, and 364 Nagar Panchayats. If we don't do this, the BJP will become unstoppable. Today, we are Maharashtra is in the same place as Gujarat was in 2003. We are in Hindi, there is a kahavat, we're kaate ke edge pe hai hum log.
Right.
Little
So
bit here and there, and we go really
so,
wrong.
so you are saying that the municipal elections will be the next big goalpost for the Maharashtra Vikas Agadi in Maharashtra?
For everyone, and not just for the MVA, it is for the progressive sources. Please understand this. We don't understand. Maharashtra's economy is almost double or triple to one of the other large states. The fiscal import, the electoral import of Maharashtra, mind you, 48 seats come from here, Lok Sabha seats. Maharashtra gets a number of Rajya Sabha seats. Maharashtra also powers India financially. And mind you, the Congress Party, the Communist Party, the RSS, all cultural traditions started and flow from Maharashtra. If we lose Maharashtra, we lose India's soul. Which is why I keep telling people, we all have to buckle down and refocus on these municipal and panchayat polls. We get it wrong this time, India is lost.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, I'm saying this with grave with great import. I understand the import of what I'm saying.
Right.
Maharashtra, we have to reclaim it. Otherwise, the road
Absolutely.
to 29 is very difficult.
Right. No, fair enough. I mean, no one can discount the point what you have mentioned. But coming back to Eknath Shinde again and Vivek, is Eknath Shinde trying to? I mean, will he ever try to do some kind of antics? By which this brute majority of the BJP in Maharashtra gets disjointed in any way, like the silent Operation Lotus, which Pushparaj was talking about, and if the karma comes back, what if the same thing is done to BJP? Are there chances that Shinde and Pawar, I'm not saying that they will conduct another Operation Lotus, but my point was that can Shinde and Pawar come together to dislodge Devendra Fadnavis in Maharashtra? And is there a possibility of that? Maybe not immediately, but maybe in some months or maybe next year.
No, Nilu, as far as a realignment of political forces is concerned, nothing can be ruled out. We have seen so many things happening in Maharashtra which nobody had expected. I mean, they were shocking to everyone. I mean, nobody had expected that Ajit Pawar and Devendra Fadnavis would take oath at the crack of dawn in 2019. So, Maharashtra has shown that BJP can go to any extent, do anything startling that one would not be in a position to even imagine. So that can happen. But I think Eknath Shinde knows his limitations very well. He is not a fool. He knows his limitations now that with Ajit Pawar unconditionally backing the BJP and BJP being very just nine or odd seats short of majority, there's nothing that Eknath Shinde can do to corner the BJP. If at all, it will be the other way around. So Eknath Shinde knows his limitations well, and if he still throws tantrums, then the BJP for BJP it becomes very easy. I mean, see, as long as Eknath Shinde falls in line, stays within his limits, and toes the line of the government, they will make do with him. Of course, they don't want to make do with him even then, but they would make do with him. They will be forced to make do with him because if they try to rub him the wrong way, it will send a wrong message to the electorate that see, despite Shinde being on the same page with the BJP, they are trying to dislodge him. So they will not do anything silly immediately, as Pushparaj has rightly pointed out. Maybe they might think of doing something after the municipal polls. But if Eknath Shinde continues to throw tantrums, then that will be cited as BJP as the reason for putting him in his place, which they cannot otherwise do because it will send a wrong message. So Eknath Shinde would do well not to give out this message that he is making life difficult for the BJP, and then the BJP gets the opportunity to throw him out because they already have Ajit Pawar backing them unconditionally. Now,
Right.
maybe that Ajit Pawar might also do the same once the BJP is at the mercy of Ajit Pawar. That's another situation. By that time, maybe BJP would muster its own majority by splitting either Congress or the Sharad Pawar, Sharad Pawar's NCP, or Uddhav Thackeray's Shiv Sena. So BJP can always muster its own majority, and they would be wondering, they would be thinking on along those lines, I'm sure. And once they muster their own majority, they would not even depend on Ajit Pawar. And Ajit Pawar knows it very well. That's why Ajit Pawar is very happy
Hmm.
being on the same page with the BJP. So Eknath Shinde knows it very well that he has absolutely lost all the powers to leverage anything with the BJP as of now. So, as Pushpa has rightly pointed out, and I have also written in an article today in Money Control that life has come full circle, and the bargaining powers of the BJP and Shiv Sena now have been swapped. I mean, the bargaining power that Uddhav Thackeray Shiv Sena had in 2019, Eknath Shinde doesn't have it. And because Uddhav Thackeray had that bargaining power, he had the guts to dump BJP and form a Mahavikas Agadi government along with some strange bedfellows like NCPs and NCP and Congress. Eknath Shinde simply doesn't have that luxury. So he will have to fall in line. He will have to toe the BJP's line as long as he has something else on his hands to do and to carve out his own niche. But till such time as he is dependent on the BJP, I think he will do the BJP's line, he will remain silent, and maybe he might see some opportunity in future. Nobody knows what will happen in politics in another 2 years down the line. But
All right.
I think for now he has no other option but to stay along with the BJP and
Right.
follow the diktat that the BJP
Okay.
gives. So that's the situation in Maharashtra today. I think the main point in the whole Maharashtra situation today is, which I see, is that the BJP wants to corner the entire saffron space that is available in Maharashtra. It
Hmm.
decimated Uddhav Thackeray, and now with Eknath Shinde's party being a lame duck partner, the entire Hindutva space will be cornered sooner than later by BJP in Maharashtra. Something which the BJP always had in mind. This project was going on since 2014. Maybe another 2-3 years down the line, the BJP will be successful in cornering the entire saffron space in Maharashtra. And that is where it goes
Right.
alone further down the line. Yes.
Okay, but
Neil.
Girish, I'll come to you on the rising stature of Devendra Fadnavis. It's for the third time now that he's the chief minister, and I'm just trying to draw some comparisons with Shivraj Chauhan. Now, what happened to Shivraj Chauhan? His wings were clipped, and then finally he had no option but to come to the center. And now, currently, we are given to understand that apparently the equations have improved, but how much of it has really improved between Prime Minister Modi and Shivraj, nobody knows that. But is the rising stature of Devendra Fadnavis going to breed a lot of insecurity between the Varsha, which is the official bungalow of the chief minister in Mumbai, and between that Varsha residence and Delhi? Is that going to breed a lot of insecurity now within the Delhi circles?
Nilu, I would never love to play music of BJP. If that is, you just count the vote percentage. How many? Whole Maharashtra is not going along with them. They have not even crossed 50%. So we can't be that overconfident that these all have gone redundant and they are going to absolute. If they have done a mischief, they have won. If we can understand there is a malfunctioning there is a manipulation. So do we think that Sharad Pawar or Uddhav Thackeray might not be able to understand what is happening? They would not be able to blame each other. They would just have to now see how can they counter these, and things are already on. Every village is now going and voting, making a demonstration there. Things are not so easy on the ground. And I would just appreciate
So
one cameraman. The
but
biggest
what you
storytelling is always with the cameraman.
no, you are
News
saying that.
24.
No, no, you said that Markadwadi, you were referring to the Markadwadi
Yes,
village
yes.
in the Malshiras constituency, which wanted to conduct a mock poll, but that couldn't happen. And the curfew was imposed, and FIRs were registered yesterday against those village residents. But what happens really to Devendra Fadnavis now? What I was wanting to ask you is that will his rising stature breed insecurity within the Delhi circles, within the Delhi BJP circles?
Neelu, we can only say we are sorry for these leaders who don't have self-respect for themselves. We expect them to be nationalists. That is a wrong thing. These people are all doing a wrong thing. What is national importance in this? Today, if you see the comment of Yunus from Bangladesh, it is shameful. We are getting worried of what is happening to Fadnavis and all these. These things are all going to get toppled once. One thing I tell you clearly, the wrong message goes tomorrow is that this party is Brahmanwadi and that is established. What all messages we get from the groups, it's very clear that people have started talking on that. And this mock drill of election is not stopping. Today, Pore Sahib has said tomorrow they are also doing in 2 other villages. This time they are just going to put 2 boxes. They will hiring a farm, which is a private area where they cannot raid. But this experiment is still on. Then they are still going for an affidavit.
True.
So it's not so easy. If they win every time when BJP wins, we start finding fault on the opposition parties. They can play anything. Your election commissioner is wrong. But why are they not able to answer the questions? So we are here to fight for what has gone wrong. BJP Haryana won and we said वो गड़बड़ हो गया. Congress में coordination नहीं है. उधर this is not the true story. Congress is also a 150-year-old party, or other people who are there, they know the ground reality. And we have created big monster out of RSS, that RSS is such a big organization. It is bigger than KGB. It is bigger than CIA. So these narratives, I think we are still helping them to make bigger than this. We have seen Panna Pramukh and all these dramas that they make. I have never seen a Panna Pramukh here in my area.
Hmm.
They can just get together and create all dramas and all, and we are walking into the narrative. Now, only thing is that these people will have to concentrate on other things. Now, Rahul Gandhi should leave aside this telling of what is happening in Adani and all. He should now come out and say what is happening in the neighborhood. Yunus can come out and speak against India. He's telling all just get together against India. If you are so nationalist, you go all get together and start talking about that. A country, Nepal has signed an agreement with China yesterday. He is going to be at BRI, he is entering. These are the things which we should be getting worried. This triple politics will run up. And the worst come part is the biggest risk is ED. Now Chandrababu and Nitish Kumar have to decide that will they allow this Dadagiri to still go on, or whether they are going to decide something in favor of the nation. Once the ED is out of the hand, everything will collapse.
Right. All right.
So we
So
have to now decide on these things we'll keep on discussing. Yeah.
Okay, so let me come for the concluding comments to Pushpraj. So, what next for the Mahayuti government? I mean, in terms of what Mahayuti government can face, and also in terms of what the opposition might do in the coming months in Maharashtra.
See, as I said before, the Mahayuti government is now, even though it seems like a stable government, the fact of the matter is, beneath the surface, there is a lot of turmoil and manthan. The fact that it took them almost, today is the fourth, sorry, I mean, yesterday was fourth. The fact that it took them almost 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 days, it took them 11 days to manage things, shows that there is a lot of distrust, there's a lot of animosity, there is a lot of antipathy between the three allied parties. Right? This entire, and the fact of the matter is, in doing so, they violated their constitutional oath. Ideally speaking, we should have actually had the swearing in on the 26th by law, and immediately after that, there should have been president's rule. What was the government doing? What was the president doing? That is the first question. I mean, anyway, that's a larger structural issue that lies beyond the remit of this debate. But my point is that there is a lot of this episode proves that there is a lot of distrust and antipathy between the allies. Having said that, I mean, we are all in the realm of speculation, but I anticipate that the Shinde faction will put a lot of pressure on Eknath Shinde to extract as many concessions, both political and financial, from the BJP. The BJP will have to put up with this till March. When I said the local body elections will happen, they need him to campaign proactively. He can't just be a silent bystander saying that he can who alliance mein, but I'm not going to campaign. So for that, they're going to milk a lot of concession. Who's going to suffer? The state of Maharashtra, the people of Maharashtra, right? Because all of that diversion, all of that rent seeking will come at the cost of funds meant for the welfare of our people, socially, economically, and politically. That's the second thing. The third thing is that look at where this is going. I am very, very certain that the day their utility is over, Eknath Shinde and NCP, the Ajit Pawar faction, the BJP is going to do a surgical strike on them, on both of them. And when that surgical strike happens, they are going to split both these parties. And that is going to be the template in every state. The fact of the matter is the BJP is now creating a single party system. Now, here is the broad template of what is happening on the Mahayuti side. I think this is what's going to happen. If I'm proved wrong, we'll see.
Significant point, yeah.
But the point is, what is the Mahavikas Aghadi's job, and primarily the Congress party? The Mahavikas Aghadi, since I work closely with the India Alliance, I feel needs to tap into the resentment that still exists, the genuine disbelief that progressive forces on the ground are feeling about this. People think that this election was stolen. Genuinely, people. I mean, I know ordinary people are saying, "Arey, ye ho hi nahi sakta." The fact that the Solapur village decided to vote is just a tip of the iceberg. There are many talukas and villages that feel that the election is stolen. So there is a lot of distrust. If the Mahavikas Aghadi immediately gets into gear and they are going to be financially outmaneuvered and outpaced, I'm very, very clear about the fact that they are going to be outspent by a factor of 10 by the Mahayuti. I know this, but we need to go back to the people. Because I genuinely feel, I've traveled to 13 districts in Maharashtra. I've worked very hard for the last 4 months in Kolhapur, the people are with the Mahavikas Agadi. And in this, I feel that the onus lies on the Congress party. Uddhav Thackeray's
Absolutely.
faction and the NCP, for whatever said and done, their organizations are weaker because the BJP has split them insidiously. The Congress party organization is still intact. It is our responsibility, and as a Congress spokesperson, I'm saying this with caution. I feel that it is morally incumbent on us to take the lead on this.
Right.
If we do
I'm
this,
glad-
I feel we
Yeah.
safeguard Maharashtra.
Right. And I'm glad with so much humility, you are accepting where the mistakes are and where you need to work, where Congress needs to shoulder the responsibilities. Vivek, you were raising your hand and then I'll end the program. You were wanting to say something? Unmute yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, Nilu, I will just extend the point that Pushparaj was making. What has happened over the last few years in India, and Maharashtra is the latest test case, and I think the most successful experiment that the BJP has done. And that project is to delink the election outcome from the politics that is going on, from the issues that actually were making waves. So, just in Maharashtra, for example, uh, the prices for the farm produce, unemployment, and uh, at the top was a price rise. I mean, the food inflation, particularly. All these three issues were really resonating with people, particularly in areas like Marathwada and Vidarbha. Now, what we have seen is the results on the ground are exactly to the opposite. People seem to have voted in a very big number with the BJP, to the BJP. Now that is a very unlikely scenario, because I have also traveled in the hinterland and I have also found that the things were not really very rosy for the Mahavikas Agadi. So the thing is, over the last few years, BJP has perfected the art of winning elections, no matter how seriously the people are against the BJP. So they have been able to delink election results from the politics, from the issues, and that is the biggest danger. Because if BJP is doing n number of wrong things, and those wrong things are not getting reflected in the election results, and election results are being manipulated, are being engineered in such a way that, come what may, the BJP and its alliance partners will only win. If that is what we have come to, then I think it's a very, very serious issue. So no matter what kind of campaign you do, what kind of narrative you build, if the BJP is going to win anyway because of these manipulations, then what do you do? So you have to focus a lot, not just on the issues concerning the people, but also the issues which concern the election results, how these results are brought about by the BJP. That should be the topmost concern. There, the opposition needs to work very hard to decode that whole
Absolutely.
phenomenon and work on it and prevent it from happening in future. Neil.
All right. So we'll have to wait and watch. Today, the swearing in is over. Finally, it has been settled that Eknath Shinde and Ajit Pawar will be the deputy chief ministers, and Fadnavis is now the chief minister, of course. So we'll have to wait and watch how things unfold. And Maharashtra, let me tell you, is going to be very, very interesting to watch out for the next 5 years. Will it be a smooth sailing, or is it going to be a turbulent journey in the next 5 years? Is something to be seen in the days to come and in the months to come. Thank you so much, Vivek Deshpande, Girish Joshi, Pushpraj. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you.